What's up, friends? Matt Hall here from the Network Marketing Mastery Podcast, and today I want to share with you guys a couple insights, and I want to share with you a couple strategies and techniques to help you sell more of your company's larger kits. Now, what I'm not going to teach you in this video is I'm not going to teach you some kind of salesy, manipulation tactic. I'm just going to help you tell the truth. Okay, that's my goal, is to help you tell the truth and to feel confident in what it is that you're doing. So, first of all, why is it beneficial to have the ability, the skill of selling your company's larger kits? Well, if you're seeing a pattern in you and in your team that you're only signing up kind of the smaller kit options that your company offers, maybe comment below and just put a 1 if that resonates with you, or if that's you. Like if you are only seeing those smaller kits coming in, that's still good. Like you're helping people, right? But at the end of the day, we are about transformation, right? No matter what company you're in, no matter what you're promoting, network marketing is a means, it's a vehicle to deliver transformation for people, right? Network marketing companies exist to solve solutions of consumers. And so you become the delivery agent for that solution, right? If you can help somebody opt in to raise their hand and say, I want to buy more of this product, right? They're going to have a bigger transformation potential, right? It's the same with anything. The more you help somebody choose into something, the more committed they're going to be. So oftentimes, if somebody buys a bigger kit in like a weight loss company, right, they're going to be more committed to that transformation because they've put more on the line. So not only do they have a higher level of accountability, but they also are empowered with the tools that are going to help them have that transformation. Okay, so that's kind of the why behind it. I'm going to give you the how as well. Obviously, for you, one more why is for you and your team growth. You're helping people have a transformation in their life, but that's also going to come back to you. Everything that we give, we tend to get back, right? It's that give and receive cycle. So the more that you help people sign up with bigger kits, obviously the higher your commissions are going to be, the higher your teammates' commissions are going to be. It's going to drive more volume, rank advancements happen faster, and that just builds everybody's belief. So at the end of the day, guys, signing people up with the bigger kit options, that's the best option for everybody. Okay, it really, really is. So how do you do this? How do you get people to raise their hand and say, I want to buy that $2,000 kit, or I want to buy that $1,500 kit, or I want to buy that $500 kit, right? Whatever it is for your company, how do you get people to do that? I've got 3 tips for you guys in this video. Number 1 is understand that most people, okay, what I've seen, this is the typical norm, most people are going to start where you start. So especially when you're sitting down with a distributor, when you sit down with them or a potential distributor, right, they're looking at it as a business opportunity. Have this conversation with them. Teach them the concept that people, when they're selling to somebody else, right, almost always the question comes up, where did you start? Right? People want to know, as a part of their decision-making process, it's one of the questions that they often ask is, what kit did you start with, right? And you want to be able to say that you started with a bigger kit, because what I've seen, again, not always, but typically, people start where you started. Okay, that's typically what happens. So, I've got people on my team, and I notice the trend. Again, not always, but typically the person who signs up, we have a $150 kit, for example, that's kind of our lowest starter kit. The people who buy that kit, they tend to sell mostly that kit. The people who start with the $550 kit tend to sell more of the $550 kit. The people that start with the $2,000 kit, they sign up way more people with the $2,000 kit than the other people do, right? So people they'll have a tendency to draw towards what you started with. When you sit down with a new potential distributor, teach them that concept, and they will almost always buy a bigger kit, okay? They will almost always go for that 550 over the 150 or the 275 or whatever you have, right? Because they want that coming in behind them. Okay, they want that coming in behind them. So again, this isn't like manipulation. You don't have to, obviously, if they're not ready for it, that's fine. Like, getting involved is the most important thing. But when you sit down with someone, just teach them, say, well, you know what? Well, I've seen typically people start where you started. Okay, that's the norm. And so whatever, the most that you can do and still have it be comfortable for you, and maybe it's a little bit of a stretch, but you're looking forward, you're willing to do that, that's going to come back to you, right? So people typically start where you start. So that's the first tip, is to have that conversation with people. The second tip is, do not assume people's financial situation, okay? And even more importantly, don't assume what their relationship with money is, okay? Really, really key here. So somebody, I've talked to people who they literally, they live paycheck to paycheck, right? But every single month they spend about $1,000 on stuff for themselves, like just having fun with money, right? So do I agree with that? Like, no, you should probably be a little more frugal, but I'm never going to talk somebody down, right? And so you never want to assume what somebody's thermostat, monetarily speaking, is, right? So you might have a friend who's totally broke and they still buy that $2,000 kit, right? Because to them, it's they see the value, and it's the way that they view money, right? And you don't get to judge that. You don't get to judge that, okay? So never assume somebody's financial situation. There's always also times where you think somebody like doesn't really have very much money, and really they actually have a lot more than you think, right? Sometimes it can be the opposite as well, right? So that's what I want to say about that. Tip number 3 is, when you're actually closing the sale, like at the end of a home event or the end of a one-on-one or whatever it may be, try to guide somebody towards the kit that you feel like would best serve them, right? Again, this is all about like, how can I best serve people? I have the strong belief that the bigger kit somebody gets, the more they're going to be served, okay? So this is a line that you can say word for word when it comes time for you to make the close. Say, all right, I don't want to assume anyone's financial situation, so we're going to go over all 7 enrollment kits, okay? And when you say that, okay, and then you say that line, and then go through, and as you're showing them the options to sign up, start at the highest kit. Okay, start at the highest kit. It'll be kind of a little, for some people it might be a little bit of a shock factor, like, oh wow, that's a lot of money. For other people, they're gonna be like, oh really, that's it, right? And then everything else, they're just like, wow, those are so cheap. So you always wanna start with the largest kit, okay? Don't just skip over it. I see some distributors who, they'll say things like, this is the kit for people that wanna build a business, or this is the kit for people that have a lot of money. No. You don't get to do that, okay? Build value in every single kit option. So in the most expensive kit, talk about all the benefits, talk about all the savings. Say, you get this product for this product for this product for this. You get this savings, it's this deal. This is by far the best value for your money, okay? It's the dream kit. Now, after that, then go down and go to smaller and smaller and smaller kits. But another kind of pro tip here, do not end on the smallest kit. Okay, take kind of the mid-range kit that is where you would probably like to lead most people, and have that be the last kit. So like for us in our presentation, the last kit that we talk about is the $550 kit, and it's the one that that we like to guide people to. We believe it's going to help them have a good transformation. It's a great value. It's not as good as a value as the $2,000 kit, but a lot of people end up getting that $550 kit. And when we end on that one, they're not going to go for the $150 one, because it's not going to seem like it's as good, and it's not as recent in their memory. So start high to low, but then end on kind of a mid-level kit, and that's probably, whatever you end on is probably what most people are going to go for, okay? So it can be a mid to high level kit that you end on is what I recommend. So those are my 3 tips for you guys around helping more people opt in, raise their hand and say, I want the bigger kit. Hope you guys enjoyed those tips. If you did, go ahead and share this with your team. Imagine if everybody on your team started signing people up with the bigger kits. What would that do for their commissions? What would it do for your commissions? How would that motivate and build belief in your team? How would that serve the people who are getting those products and seeing a greater transformation in their lives? It could be big for everybody, guys. So share this video with somebody on your team, tag them below, or share this in your team group. Hope you guys have an amazing, amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.